Alexander Minkler, born in 1814, died on the 16th of April, 1891, and his wife, Catherine Minkler, born in 1809, died on the 11th of October, 1903, buried at the Old Red Church Cemetery in Tivoli. Look for the dark gray granite square pedestal monument near Cook Line of obelisks north of the church. From farmers to Red Hook Hotel keepers. The Four Corners in Red Hook look much like they have for a century, except for the gas station's location. The Red Hook Hotel had been on that spot from approximately 1800 until a 1963 kitchen fire led to its demolition by the Valley Oil Company. A gas station and convenience store were built in its place and still stand today. In the late 19th century, Alexander Minkler and his wife Catherine operated the Red Hook Hotel on behalf of their son-in-law George Howard Ellsworth, born 8 October 1805, died 8 April 1928, who was married to Catherine's daughter Letitia from her first marriage. See George and Letitia's separate entry for more details. Alexander Minkler was the son of Adam Minkler and Elizabeth McGill Minkler, both of whom are also buried in the cemetery grounds of the Old Red Church. He was christened Sandley Minkler at the church on the 12th of September 1814. Catherine was born in 1809 and had married Zachariah Hoffman in 1829. She married Alexander sometime after Hoffman's death in 1835. Alexander and Catherine appear in the 1850 and 1865 censuses as farmers. However, by the 1880 census, they had moved to the Red Hook Hotel and were listed as hotel keepers. Alexander Minkler's name appears in local newspapers many times. The December 11, 1880 issue of the Poughkeepsie Eagle News reported on a lawsuit entered against the Red Hook Hotel for the death of Steve Kipp. According to the plaintiffs, Kipp's death was a direct result of alcohol consumed at the hotel. Despite Minkler's sworn testimony that he had not served Kipp any alcoholic beverages, the court still found on the plaintiff's behalf, sentencing the hotel to pay $400 in damages. Defense attorney Jerome Williams argued that a better, more careful, civil, well-conducted hotel is not in the state of New York, a testimony to Minkler's steady management. The Kingston Daily Freeman reported on another lawsuit in 1880, wherein the plaintiff claimed that alcohol consumed at the Red Hook Hotel had led directly to an especially severe case of spousal abuse. Minkler and his dog, as well as other neighbors and their canines, were the victims of a seemingly cruel and senseless crime spree in 1889. The July 12th issue of the Red Hook Journal included a report that Minkler had discovered his dead pet at a nearby lumber yard, where an unknown person had clearly killed the dog. Dr. H. L. Cookingham's dog was poisoned to death in his front yard around the same time. While the report stated that other unnamed local residents had also lost dogs in similarly suspicious circumstances, it appears that no perpetrator was ever identified. Despite being involved in several lawsuits and being the target of a dog murderer, Minkler clearly retained the respect of his neighbors. In 1884, local residents selected Minkler to represent their interests at the State Assembly District Convention. In October 1890, the Red Hook Journal reported that Minkler was in critical condition due to illness and continued to chronicle his condition until he passed away in April 1891. His monument was impressive enough to feature in ads placed in the Fishkill Journal and the Red Hook Journal in 1893, promoting the work of the Poughkeepsie stonemason who created it. Catherine Minkler survived her husband by nearly a decade. When she passed away in 1903, the Red Hook Journal reported that she was a greatly beloved, kind Christian lady and the oldest inhabitant of the village at the time, at the age of 95. Catherine had lived in Red Hook her entire life and resided for 34 years at the Red Hook Hotel. Her probated will included $1,200 in real property and $1,000 in personal property, attesting to her high financial status resulting from a long and productive life.